Love the Ravens as much as we do? Then smash that subscribe button and stay locked in with Flock News for all the drama, updates, and excitement all season long. Zay Flowers, the young wide receiver who has been making waves since his draft day, is reportedly on the verge of a major career shift, leaving the Baltimore Ravens after a series of speculation-filled weeks. Sources close to the NFL insiders suggest that the 21-year-old sensation has been exploring opportunities with teams looking to inject some explosive speed and playmaking ability into their receiving core. The buzz around the league is that Flowers' unique combination of agility, precise route running, and an uncanny knack for making defenders look slow has caught the attention of multiple franchises, each eager to turn him into their next marquee offensive weapon. Analysts have been dissecting his performances, highlighting how his ability to stretch defenses vertically and create mismatches in the secondary has made him one of the most talked-about young receivers in the league. While his time with the Ravens showed flashes of brilliance, whispers from inside the organization indicate that both sides may be considering a parting of ways, whether through trade discussions or a potential free agent move. The rumor mill is relentless, with insiders teasing that Flowers' next destination could be a franchise with playoff aspirations, ready to provide him the platform to shine under a national spotlight. The excitement surrounding Zay Flowers' potential move has sparked fervent discussions among fans, sports media, and analysts, all trying to decipher the next step in a career that many see as destined for stardom. His departure from Baltimore, if it materializes, represents not just a roster change, but a seismic shift in offensive strategies for both the Ravens and his prospective new team. Sources hint that teams with high-powered offenses and innovative passing schemes are particularly interested, envisioning how Flowers could immediately complement established stars and inject a fresh dynamic into game plans. The narrative isn't just about statistics or draft pedigree. It's about timing, opportunity, and the potential for Flowers to evolve into a cornerstone player who can carry a franchise through critical matchups. Rumors have been swirling around a few specific cities, each offering unique advantages, from strong quarterback connections to media-friendly markets that could amplify his brand and marketability. Social media chatter is already igniting, with fans speculating endlessly about what his jersey number might be, how he would fit into existing offensive systems, and which coach could best harness his raw talent. While nothing is confirmed, the constant drip of insider leaks and off-the-record comments fuels a narrative of anticipation, making every practice, every workout, and every statement a potential headline that could shift the trajectory of his career in dramatic fashion. Insiders report that Zay Flowers has been meticulously evaluating his options, balancing considerations of immediate playing time with the long-term potential to develop into a superstar receiver. His camp is said to be in quiet talks with teams known for nurturing young talent, weighing factors like offensive schemes, quarterback compatibility, and even cultural fit within locker rooms. Sources indicate that Flowers' advisors are emphasizing the importance of an environment that encourages creativity on the field, freedom to showcase his explosive skill set, and a coaching staff that trusts young playmakers to take on pivotal roles early. Meanwhile, the Ravens front office appears to be exploring multiple avenues, assessing trade offers that could maximize value while aligning with their rebuilding timeline and roster philosophy. This dual movement of interest has amplified the rumor mill, with unnamed league executives dropping hints that Flowers could become the centerpiece of an aggressive offseason strategy for teams hungry to make statement. Analysts note that his ability to draw attention from multiple defensive backs opens opportunities for his teammates, making him an asset not just for individual stats, but for overall offensive efficiency. The undercurrent in all of these discussions is a sense of inevitability. A talent as dynamic as Flowers rarely stays under the radar for long, and his next destination could define both his career arc and the fortunes of whichever team secures his services. Whispers in the media landscape suggest that the next chapter of Zay Flowers' career could involve a team willing to take calculated risks, blending youthful exuberance with strategic veteran guidance. These rumors point to franchises seeking to reinvent their passing games, incorporating Flowers' vertical threat and agility into complex schemes designed to stress defenses in multiple ways. Scouts have reportedly been revisiting old game tapes, analyzing not just his numbers, but his instinctive understanding of defensive coverages, the subtle adjustments he makes mid-route, and his ability to create separation even against elite cornerbacks. This analytical scrutiny has fueled the idea that Flowers is not just a raw athlete, but a cerebral player capable of absorbing advanced offensive concepts and executing them under pressure. Fan forums and social media channels are ablaze with speculation, debating whether Flowers should join a team known for offensive creativity or a team positioned as an underdog ready to make a splash in playoff contention. Some insiders hint that his market value is climbing, fueled by the combination of scarcity of elite young receivers and the spectacle of a high-profile transition. Every interview, every highlight reel, and every anonymous tip to reporters is feeding the rumor machine, creating a narrative that feels more like a suspense thriller than a typical off-season story. Amid this swirling atmosphere, the role of ZAY Flowers' agent has emerged as a subtle yet influential force in shaping the narrative. Sources suggest that his representation has been strategically dropping hints to generate interest, leveraging the uncertainty to create competitive tension among potential suitors. The agent's approach appears to be a calculated mix of public visibility and private negotiation, ensuring that Flowers' profile remains high while assessing which environment best aligns with his athletic growth and career ambitions. Industry insiders describe this as a masterclass in positioning a young star, balancing hype with careful messaging that emphasizes readiness, adaptability, and commitment to team success. Rumors suggest that multiple calls have already taken place behind closed doors, involving general managers and head coaches eager to understand not just Flowers' abilities on the field, but his fit within team culture and chemistry. As the story unfolds, every report, speculation, and subtle hint is magnified, giving fans a sense of immediate involvement in what could become one of the most talked about moves of the offseason. The collective anticipation is palpable as each new whisper adds layers to the unfolding drama, making Flowers' next destination one of the league's most tantalizing mysteries. For analysts, the potential move of ZAY Flowers represents more than just a personnel adjustment. It is a lens through which to explore broader themes of strategy, talent management, and the economics of modern football. Teams willing to invest in young, high-ceiling talent are often rewarded with dynamic offensive schemes that can reshape competitive landscapes. Sources hint that executives are weighing not only Flowers' immediate contributions, but also the ripple effects across salary cap management, roster construction, and long-term planning. The speculation is that landing a talent like Flowers could catalyze a shift in offensive philosophy, forcing opponents to rethink defensive alignments and opening up opportunities for complementary skill players. Media outlets have latched onto the story, dissecting possible trade packages, potential draft implications, and the broader narrative arc of a young athlete potentially stepping out of the shadow of established veterans. Fan engagement is soaring as communities online simulate scenarios, project stats, and even debate whether Flowers' unique skill set aligns better with a West Coast passing attack or a vertical, spread-oriented scheme. The rumor, fueled by leaks and innuendo, has evolved into a storyline rich with suspense, speculation, and high-stakes consequences, leaving everyone eager to see which franchise will ultimately claim this rising star and how his presence could redefine the trajectory of the NFL landscape. The speculation surrounding ZAY Flowers' next destination has not only energized fans, but also created a ripple effect across league narratives, with coaches, analysts, and insiders dissecting every possible scenario. Sources hint that Flowers is evaluating teams based not only on their offensive schematics, but also on the broader culture, locker room dynamics, and potential mentorship from veteran leaders. Rumors suggest that his decision-making process involves an intricate balance between immediate playing time and long-term career development, as he seeks an environment where his explosive speed, agility, and route precision can be maximized without being stifled by rigid schemes. Meanwhile, front offices are reportedly orchestrating strategic discussions behind closed doors, gauging the market value of a young receiver who has already shown glimpses of transcendent playmaking. Analysts note that the mere hint of his availability has altered off-season conversations, forcing franchises to reconsider draft strategies, free agent priorities, and salary cap allocations. Social media continues to amplify these whispers, with viral discussions, mock trade proposals, and endless speculation about where Flowers' unique talents might flourish. Even casual fans are drawn into the narrative, dissecting game tape and debating which quarterback systems could harness his potential most effectively. The rumor mill, fueled by leaks, expert analysis, and fan fervor, has created an almost cinematic tension around a move that could reshape the league landscape and elevate Flowers into superstardom. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. As insiders continue to drop subtle hints, there's growing consensus that ZAY Flowers' departure for Baltimore is far from a simple transaction. It is shaping up to be a transformative event for both the Ravens and whichever franchise secures him. Sources report that multiple teams have expressed serious interest, with front offices privately lobbying to create the perception of exclusivity and urgency, effectively turning the signing into a high-stakes game of strategic negotiation. Analysts suggest that his versatility, ability to beat man coverage, and knack for explosive yards after the catch make him a rare commodity in a market saturated with average receivers. The buzz around his potential trade or free agent move has ignited social media storms, podcasts, and roundtable debates, with experts projecting how his integration could shift offensive priorities, balance target distributions, and elevate young quarterbacks seeking elite weapons. Insider whispers further speculate that some franchises are prepared to restructure offensive depth charts, freeing up roster spots to accommodate his skill set, while others are considering bold draft day maneuvers to create a complementary receiving core. Fans are dissecting every interview and highlight, anticipating the moment when Flowers officially steps onto a new field, imagining the instant chemistry with quarterbacks, the explosive sideline catches, and the highlight reel touchdowns. Every rumor, whether fleeting or substantiated, is being analyzed, debated, and amplified, creating a sense of immediate immersion in the drama that could redefine league narratives and cement Flowers' rise to prominence. The conversation around ZAY Flowers' potential new team has intensified to the point where analysts are considering both tangible and intangible factors in evaluating his fit. Reports suggest that franchises are weighing not only the statistical impact of his addition, but also the cultural influence he could exert on locker rooms and team identity. Sources indicate that conversations in executive suites have revolved around his work ethic, adaptability, and potential to mentor even younger talent, while simultaneously demanding a prominent role in game plans. Meanwhile, the Ravens' decision-making process is being scrutinized, with insiders noting that parting with a dynamic young receiver involves complex considerations of asset value, roster construction, and future draft capital. Social media chatter, meanwhile, has transformed into a full-fledged narrative, with fans analyzing potential jersey numbers, route trees, and even celebratory moves, as though they are predicting the immediate cultural footprint of Flowers on a new franchise. Podcasts, sports shows, and online publications are amplifying these discussions, dissecting both the statistical implications and the psychological dynamics of a high-profile acquisition. Even casual observers are drawn into the drama, creating a feedback loop where speculation feeds more speculation. Rumors gain legitimacy through repetition, and the story continues to build momentum. The result is a multifaceted, almost cinematic narrative in which every leak, hint, and suggestion contributes to a crescendo of anticipation surrounding a move that could redefine both ZAY Flowers' trajectory and the fortunes of his next team. Industry insiders suggest that the intrigue surrounding ZAY Flowers is amplified by the convergence of timing, talent scarcity, and market dynamics. Reports indicate that franchises eager to position themselves as offensive powerhouses see the acquisition of a young, elite receiver as a transformative investment capable of altering playoff trajectories. Analysts speculate that the combination of Flowers' speed, route running sophistication, and ability to create separation is increasingly rare, making him a highly coveted asset whose impact would extend beyond individual statistics to influence overall team efficiency, quarterback development, and defensive schematics. Social media continues to amplify these discussions, with fans creating endless mock drafts, trade rumors, and scenario analyses, demonstrating both the cultural and strategic significance of the impending move. Coaches are reportedly examining how Flowers' skill set could diversify offensive play calling, whether by stretching the field vertically, exploiting mismatches, or creating opportunities for complementary skill players. Behind the scenes, general managers are weighing salary implications, contract structures, and cap flexibility, ensuring that any move is both financially prudent and strategically advantageous. Every report, every leak, and every rumor contributes to a growing narrative of anticipation, one where Flowers' next step is not merely a change of scenery, but a high-profile event capable of reshaping league dynamics and creating headlines for seasons to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.